NATO says it is closely tracking major Russian nuclear exercises involving strategic missile forces, nuclear submarines, long-range bombers, and units stationed in Belarus. The drills, running from May 19 to 21, come amid heightened tensions over the war in Ukraine and growing fears of escalation between Moscow and the West. NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte confirmed the alliance is actively monitoring the situation.
Well, they know if that happens, the reaction is devastating. And when it comes to these exercises, of course, we follow them, we monitor what is happening, and that's it.
According to Russia's defense ministry, the exercises involve nearly 64,000 personnel, 200 missile launchers, and 86 ships and submarines. Moscow says the drills include preparations linked to tactical nuclear weapons deployed in Belarus, a move likely to alarm NATO's eastern members. The exercises are being presented by Russia as a response to what it calls growing Western military pressure near its borders.
It is more dangerous, it is more contested, and it makes it all the more important that NATO allies work together to safeguard our freedom and security. Russia remains the most direct threat to Euro-Atlantic security. It continues to wage a brutal war of aggression against Ukraine. At the same time, allies face persistent and growing attempts to undermine our security and stability, including cyber attacks, sabotage, and threats to our critical infrastructure.
Rutte avoided detailing NATO's military response options, but stressed the alliance is strengthening deterrence capabilities across Europe as security threats intensify. NATO is now rapidly expanding missile defense systems, drone warfare capabilities, and military production while studying lessons from the Ukraine war. The alliance also says it is adapting to a far more dangerous security environment than before Russia's invasion.
Allies are already investing more, much more. And we see many working to accelerate the pace of investment, to chart an ambitious but achievable trajectory to the investment we know we need. And delivering means not only getting the budget right, but ensuring the investments yield capabilities, so that our militaries have what they need to deter and defend. More air and missile defense, more long-range strike capabilities, more drones, more ammunition, and larger stockpiles.
The NATO chief also used the moment to push European allies toward faster military expansion and greater defense spending. Rutte warned that the alliance must prepare for long-term confrontation and produce weapons at a much larger scale. His remarks come ahead of key NATO meetings focused on defense investment, industrial production, and the alliance's future military posture against Russia. The remarks also underscore growing NATO concerns that Europe is entering a prolonged era of military confrontation with Russia.